Hi, so in this video I'm going to show you how to do insert, delete and update to the database. So first off we start with the insert function. So let's create a public function insert. Um, okay. And we're gonna insert some data into the table called students. So let's go to PHP admin, go to tutorial, students, and I will try to create a form, and then in the form we have to fill which is a student and program, and then we grab those values and insert to the database. So let's do it. It's gonna be student name and the program name. Okay. So as usual, we had to open the try catch block, and inside here we're gonna do PDO exception and returns the get message. Try block, you need to open the connection. So this connect DB and create the prepare statement for the execution. So it's going to be cmd equal cont and prepare. Going to insert into students, which is student name and program. So student name and program with the values is I'm gonna do binding parameters, so just like we did in the Pro student program here. So it's gonna pass in student and program. Okay, so now you have to bind the parameters. This one, you need to bind this one to the binding variable here. So to do that, you need to do cmd by param, and the first parameter is we binding variable here, which is student, and passing variable student name here. Do same thing with the second value here. cmd by param piece and passing the program name here. And once you've done that, just execute the prepare statement. So I'm gonna assign the result of the execute to the variable count, which is gonna return how many rows that the query will be executed. So in this one, it will be return 1 if the query success. Otherwise, it's gonna return like 0, no row insert. So count equals cmd execute, and I'm gonna return the count. Okay, so now you've done create function, and now I'm gonna also do the public function and update row as well. So to update row, you need to have the ID and student name program as well. So we need to pass in 3 parameters. The first one is ID, student name, and program name. Okay, and inside that we need to open try catch block as well, and gonna do PDO exception. I'm gonna return get message, and inside here we do same logic as we did in insert one as well. So open a new connection. So connect DB, and we want to cmd equal con prepare update students set. We're gonna set, so we're gonna set the student name equal S and program equal P, where the ID equal I. Okay, so this is a good practice to use the binding variables to avoid the SQL injection. So it's the purpose of the security reason. So once you create the prepare statement, you have to bind the param. It needs to be in order. So if you state that one first, you need to binding this one first. So a lot of people have mistake about binding the ID first and then this one and the program. So when they run the update, it's gonna throw out the error, so you don't know how to fix. The problem is you need to binding according to the orders you set here. So this one we have to bind the student first. So we're passing the student name here, and we do same thing with the rest of the values. So P program name. Last but not least, is by parent I, and I'm passing ID here. Okay, so we need to execute the function and execute. Okay, and then last but not least, we return the number of count, number of row that updated. So if it's success, it's going to return 1, otherwise 0. And the last function we have to do is the delete one. So public function delete. We're going to pass in the ID only because we don't need the student name and program name. So I'm going to also try catch block. So PDO exception. I think I spelled wrong. Yep. I will return the object E to get message, and inside try catch block need to open the connection as well. So connect db, and inside here create the prepare statement, and it's gonna be const prepare delete from students where id equal I, and we're gonna bind the parameters to the binding variables. So binding param I, and passing the parameters here. And once you've done that, some count cmd execute, and we're going to return the count. Okay, so now you know how to create the insert, update, and delete function in your DB class. So to use this, we need to go back to the index.php and start create a form. So I'm going to create a form. Okay, so this one, let's go back to this one. Fresh. Okay, so first I'm gonna show you how to do the insert and then delete, and the last one is the update. So I'm gonna keep that one and change something here. So I'm gonna input type text with name of student name. Okay, and placeholder. So placeholder equal enter your name, and next one is program name. Actually, we choose from here, and yes, we have the form. Okay, so we have now, so we need to enter the name and select the program and click submit, and we store the data that we submit to the database. So let's go back to this one, and inside the btm submit condition, I'm gonna grab those values from the post. So student name equal post, add the name here, student name, and the program will be equal post and program list. Okay, so we're gonna do some simple validation for this one. So empty, check if it contains any values in the field. If it's empty, I'm gonna echo out the message. So I'm gonna echo out the result here. So the result is gonna be student name is required, else if empty, and program if no value is selected in the drop down list, it's gonna return the message. So please select program. Okay, so else if the validation is passed, it's gonna execute the insert function here and passing the student name program value to this function to store the data to the database. So to do that, we need to include the db.php in the index one. So db.php, and we need to make a new class of the db as well. So db equal new db, and we're gonna store the number of row returned after the execution. So count equal db. I'm gonna access the insert function and passing two parameters in it. So I'm gonna pass in student name and the program. So if the count greater than 0, it's gonna echo else. So one rows insert. Okay, else equal no row fail to add to db. Okay. Okay, now let's go back to this one. And if I type in Ding event, click submit. Oh, it says failed to add to your DB. So let's see. Okay. So let's see the problem where it is. So count, insert student name, insert. Oh, here. So that's the problem. So my bad. Okay. So let me see one more time to see any errors. Actually, we okay with that. Okay, so let's do it again. Choose this one. Okay, so one row is inserted, and if you go back to the PHP admin, click refresh, you will see the new row that has been added to the database here. So let's try to add some few more here. So we're gonna do Nikki Manai. Okay, anyone, and click add. Go back to here. So now you know how to create the function to insert the data to the database, right? So next one, we're gonna try to edit the data based on the ID that say the user provide to us. So we need to create a new field called the ID. Text, it's gonna be text, absolutely, and its name will be ID, student ID, and placeholder. I'm gonna put it, please enter your student ID. Okay, and change this to update. Okay, so if you go back to here, you got new field called student ID, student name, and we need to create a new, so find student program, show student. So if I want to use update function, I need to pass in the ID, student name, and program into the function, and then it's gonna update the student info based on the ID here. Okay, so let's go back to here and do the validation for the ID field as well. So, okay, student ID. Student ID equal post. Okay, and if empty student ID, we then throw in else if the results equal please enter student ID. Okay, and here we require the DB5 here and create a new DB class, and in here we're gonna use the update instead of insert one. So update, so we're gonna pass 3 parameters in it. So first one is ID, and the second one is student name, and the last one is a program. So if the count, which means that the number of rows returned will greater than 0, it's gonna equal how many rows that has been updated. Otherwise, it's gonna say fail to update to the database. Okay, so let's go back to here. If I want to make change in this one, number 4, if I click, please, okay, so click number 4, and I want to change the name to severe, and this guy's gonna drop the web development and switch to event management by somehow. So click update. Okay, one row updates, and when I go back to here, you see number 4. When I refresh, it's gonna go to severe, and he changed to event management cost. So I'll do one more example to number 7. So I want to change to hackathon, and this guy, he will change to the web the event management. So click update. Okay, refresh. See here number 7. Okay, so now if I want to create the delete, so if I enter the ID here and I click delete, it's gonna delete that row from the database. So now I need to create a new button called input type submit. Names will be btm submit as well, but the value will be delete. Okay, so if I go back here, if I just remove everything here, and if there is a btm submit, which is this one, and inside here I'm gonna do if the post, I'm gonna compare the the value here to catch the distinct between the update and delete, so you can compare the value that the post have here, which is delete, and if the post the btm submit equal update, so which means that if the submit button here with it has the value delete, it will then do this block of code here. But if the btn submit it is equal to the value has the update, it will then do the block of code here instead of the delete one. So I'm gonna put that one in here. Okay, if empty student ID, I'm gonna do results equal please enter your ID. Okay, and we're gonna require the db file here as well, and we're gonna also initialize a new db class, and we're gonna execute the delete function here. So count equal db, and go down here, I'm gonna put delete, and we pass in the student ID in it. Okay, if the count greater than 0, so we will then equal out 1 deleted, else result is gonna throw no row delete. Okay, so if I go back here, okay, and if I want to delete the number 6, I'm just enter in. Okay, shit. Okay, so if I enter that one, submit delete. Okay, okay, if I enter number 7 and click delete, let's see. No, so maybe some errors in here. So post student ID, submit value delete. Go back to this one. ID, yep, execute and return count by prepare, disconnect, try catch. Okay, this one is fine. So we delete the ID from student before. Okay, so index here, post submit, btn submit equal delete. We're gonna do this one. If empty. Oh, actually, so I messed up a little bit here in the code. So it has to be, okay, I put it, okay, that one. If empty, else we're gonna put those block code here. Oh, yeah, okay. So if you press 7, click delete, one row delete. So now see now. So if I want to remove the student number 3, just put in number 3, click delete. I think I deleted it. Okay. Click student. Then now the student number 3 has been removed from the database. So that's it. Thank you very much for your watching. Thank you.